MRecktv.
The streets don't love you.
Not at all.
By now, homie, you shoulda knew that.
Word.
Ain't no Nino Browns in this town. You a new jack.
No word.
So reckless. So reckless. So reckless. So reckless. So reckless. So reckless. Peace, world. We going into this new millennium, right? 2020. I've been had 2020 vision. And we gonna call this So Reckless. And my first guest, this is a brother of mine. We go way back. It's my man A-Mafia, man. How you, brother?
What's up, boss man? How you, man?
I'm good, man.
You know it?
I wanna go to the beginning, Mafia.
Right.
I mean, it's on you. Like, if you want to just keep it on the rap tip, or you want to start from, you coming up in the streets.
They kind of go hand in hand, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was in the street, and I had got locked up one time, and then I started rapping in jail, you know what I mean? And I got my first rap was hot, you know what I'm saying? So like, people started liking my first raps, and then I just became, the rapper in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And this is when I was like 15 and all that.
Got you. I mean, I know you from Harlem, but let them know the block and everything.
Oh, 40th, Hamilton Place, you know what I mean? Up the hill. I'm originally from down the hill on 7th, but I migrated up the hill when I was like, I don't know, like 12 or something like that.
Gotcha.
And Hamilton Place, that's like where I earned my stripes at, you know what I mean? So
gotcha.
That's what I represent, 40th.
No doubt, no doubt. So, about what age would you say you started rapping, man?
15, definitely.
15?
Yeah, definitely.
Now,
Definitely.
at 15, who was you listening to? Who influenced you at that
Oh,
time?
man. Redman, Method Man, Nas, J. Wu the Damager, Das Effects. Like, I was deep with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Brand Nubian.
You brought up rap gods.
Yeah. I was deep. Black Moon, heavy Black Moon fan. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I was.
had it at that time.
Yeah, he had it, definitely.
Yeah, salute the Evil D and all that.
Facts.
That's my man, Beat Miners and all that. Alright, so now, what record made you say, yo, you know what? I gotta take a crack at this rap thing. It had to be a record, because...
Nah, it wasn't no record. It was just, I don't know, being young from the hood, we don't really got nothing to do in the hood, you know what I mean? But the wrong things, and like I said, it's kind of funny how I really started rapping, because like, I was in the street, so I had robbed somebody, you know what I'm saying? And, it's in the past.
Okay.
I robbed somebody, and they had a Barnes & Noble gift card. So, in order to, I was smoking weed at the time, young kid. In order to get the money, I was broke. In order to get the money off the Barnes & Noble gift card, you got to go to Barnes & Noble and buy a book.
Wow.
So, I went down there and bought a rhyming dictionary. And then they gave me the change, the cash. And then, went, bought some weed, whatever. But I always had that rhyming dictionary. And me and my cousin Rod, we was in the crib one day, and I just wrote a rhyme.
Now, did you buy the rhyming dictionary, like, was it premeditated? Like, yo, you know what, if I'm going to buy a book, I'm going to buy this rhyming dictionary, or I'm just grabbing anything?
I honestly, I don't even remember how I bought the rhyming dictionary. I just know I went down there, and I was like, I don't know if that was what was on my mind, or maybe you know how when you go to Barnes & Noble, they got all the little books that be right there in the front. Maybe I saw it, I don't remember. But I know I left with a rhyming dictionary, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, you left with the rhyming dictionary. How long did it take you to, like, I guess, start putting raps together? Like, what made you go through the rhyming dictionary and say, yo, you know what? Because you could read all day. Like, those are just rhyming words.
Yeah, rhyming words.
So, was it, like, later that night or a few days later?
Probably a few days later.
Gotcha.
We was in the street. But we went to the crib and we was just chilling. And we probably were just bored one day, you know what I mean? And me and him, we attempted to write a rhyme. And my rhyme actually came out alright. So that's how I started.
You remember that rhyme?
I remember it, but I ain't gonna spit it.
Nah, you ain't gotta spit it, I'm just saying.
It's so old. But I kinda remember it, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Got you. So now you 16 at this point?
15 still.
15 still.
Yeah.
So what age did you like really start taking it serious and really
taking it serious? I mean, probably when I was I would say when I was 19. I had did a bid and I came home and I was in the hood one day and it was this dude from my neighborhood. His name Frog, and he was like a legend in my hood with the rap. So one day he was just rapping, and I'm like, I'm nice. You know what I mean? He like, man, you ain't nice. And I spit something, but I spit something, but I was banging on a freezer rapping. So the whole hood was like, and going crazy. Next thing you know, I had a manager, everything that same day. That's a fact.
That's crazy. That's it.
It didn't work out, but that's
so
what happened.
What was your first studio experience?
It was crazy because it was a guy from my hood named Tutu. He was funding the project, so like I had the whole neighborhood in the studio. Like my whole neighborhood was coming to the studio because they just knew I was gonna blow. Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody used to come to the studio back then, and we made a whole project, but we really didn't know what we was doing back then. We just was trying to just put these records together, and you know what I'm saying? So, but it was fun though. I had fun.
Got you. Now, I want to get into affiliations, stuff like that. Because a lot of people may know or may not know.
Right.
You was affiliated with Dipset at one time.
Right. I mean, even before that, it was Purple City.
Oh yeah. So go into that.
Yeah, I don't want to leave that out.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was affiliated with Purple City through my man Shice, and
that's the homie.
Yeah, that's how that started, and then, if you know Shice, then you know Shice. What Shice was involved in back then.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's how Shice has so many connections in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And all the rappers was messing with Shice. So, Shice started the label, and, I was down with that.
Got you. But you was never signed to him, though?
Nah. None of the situations I was with ever worked out, so.
So, like, could you elaborate on what happened with the whole Purple City situation?
Nothing. I just, we just all, we still cool. It just didn't work out. You know what I mean?
Got you. So, about how many, was it years or months before you started rocking out with the whole Dipset thing, man? From the Purple City situation.
Let me see. I always was cool with, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of blurry. I remember I always was cool with Jim back then, because I remember when I was with Purple City, Jim had just started really rapping. And like, so we all used to record at the same studio. So like, it was a mixtape out with Jim on it. And I'm like, yo, this shit is hard. This is like before Jim had an album out, anything. I'm like, yo, this shit is hard, you know what I mean? So I called Shice. I'm like, yo, Shice, I want to get on this record. So I think Shice called Jim. No, I saw Jim, matter of fact. I ran into Jim. I'm like, yo, Jim, that record at the studio, that joint is hard. Let me get on the remix. He's like, all right, go ahead. So I jumps on the record. You can look it up. It's called the Jack's Remix. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jim. And so that's how the relationship started with like me and Jim. As far as Cam, everybody was telling Cam about me. You know what I'm saying? Most Stickies is DJ.
Okay.
Mo took me to Def Jam to meet Cam. My man Lou
took you to Def Jam?
Yeah, I used to always be in the Def Jam building back in the day.
50th and 8th?
Yeah, right there, the building. Yeah, I used to always be in there. I'm talking about when Rockefeller and Murder Inc. was on the same floor. You know what I'm saying? I used to always be there.
Well, give them that visual, because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah. So, Rockefeller and Murder Inc. was on the same floor. So, like, you go upstairs, you don't know you don't know who you gonna see up there. Like, you know what I mean? I done seen Jay come. Jay had the powder blue Maybach parked in the building.
Damn.
Like, you know, the building had a courtyard.
Yes, sir.
Nigga, his car was parked in the courtyard. Like,
damn. That's
yeah. He was on this shit back then.
Super Bowl stuff.
Yeah, I used to always go down there. You know what I'm saying? And so it was Mo Sticky, my man Lou, and then who else? It was somebody else who introduced me to Cam. My man Claudie B. You know, Claudie B is like close with Dame Dash. You know what I'm saying? So,
Got you.
And then, you know, they just start hearing about me, and, you know, that's how that happened.
So, like, when you met Cam, did he, like, make you spit for him?
Nah, because I had music out.
Okay.
I was already recording at that time, so he already heard records, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I never spit for nobody. Like, I always, like, as soon as I started rapping, I started making music, you know what I'm saying? I was in the studio.
Got you. So now, okay, him hearing your music, y'all meeting, what was like the confirmation that you was like Dipset or Dipset?
Nah, it never was no confirmation because I always was in trouble. Like I stayed in trouble. Like I remember one time, I want to say this was like in 03. This is when Dipset was like about to start popping, and Jim had came to my hood. He was, you know, everybody come to my hood to buy clothes, so he was on 45th, and I was somewhere in the hood. And everybody came, yo, Jim looking for you, Jim looking for you. So I go to the hood, I go to 45th, I see Jim like, yo, you know, link up with me tomorrow, we're gonna go to the stool, blah, 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 blah. I get locked up the next day. Like, I always get that story of my life, bro. You know what I mean? When I was younger, you know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah, so like I said, you know, it never was no real confirmation. It was like, whenever something was supposed to materialize, I always got in trouble.
Got you. So, now, you said 03, you got jammed up. Now, when you was jammed up, and the set was doing what they was doing, because they was buzzing at the time.
Right.
So when you locked up, was you feeling like, damn, I'm missing out on the action? Like,
nah, because I was honestly, like, I was real happy, like, like, you know what I mean? Like, I used to go, like, when I was locked up, I went to the box over the TV. You know what I'm saying? Like BT had to be on just so we could see Dipset when they come on. Like, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a fact. You know what I mean? You know, the Spanish people had their channel they want to watch. Yo, Rap City coming on, we watching that. You know what I mean? And I end up going to the box for that. Like that, but the point I'm trying to make is like, I was just happy they was on. You know what I'm saying? They was from Harlem, so I really didn't care that I was locked up. You know what I mean?
Got you. So now when you come home, how long you did? What was it like? A few years?
At that time, like 2 years.
Got you.
Came home in like 04.
04.
Yep, the end of 04, 05.
So, how did you get back in contact with either Jim or Cam or whoever from the set? Because I know, you know, numbers change and all that, niggas moving.
What happened was really, I think at that time, I started doing my own thing.
Okay. I think I met you around there.
I started just doing my own thing. I think like in 06, I was like, you know, I was getting a little bit of money at the time, so I started going to the studio on my own. And, you know, I just started doing me, and I linked up with Duke the God at some point. I forgot what year.
Okay.
And, you know, Duke was like the pipeline between, you know, Cam and, you know what I'm saying? Duke was linked with everybody. So, you know, Cam was keeping tabs on what I was doing through Duke, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that went down, you know what I mean?
Now, if you got something on your chest, whether you're going through it in your relationship or you're just going through it with siblings and homies and maybe your homegirls, you can call me up and hit my line and get it off your chest. 310-598-2974 and leave that voicemail and just get it off your chest. Peace. MRecktv.
The streets don't love you, not at all. By now, homie, you shoulda knew that. Ain't no Nino Browns in this town. You a new jack.
It's crummy beats, y'all.
Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktv promo, MRecktv promo at gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktv, youtube.com/MRecktv. I'm gone. MRecktv.
Let's cut him music.